Hello, my name is Trent Delosier, and I would like to start by asking you a question. Have you ever watched a TV show or read a magazine and felt like you were unattractive or unappealing or inferior whenever you compared yourself to the person that was in that magazine or show? If so, then you have perhaps been a victim of what is known as body shaming. Well, what do I mean by that? What I mean is you compared yourself to that person and you felt like you were less attractive or your self-worth diminished because you felt like that person was so much more attractive than you, then there's no way you can measure up. Well, this is a popular thing used to sell products or to make people watch movies or believe something. But it has very unintended effects. Now, what are some of the effects of body shaming? Well, first of all, it can lead to mild depression, which is when someone just feels like that they're not as attractive, and that can grow into actual, like, full fledged depression, where somebody thinks about it all the time and they're so depressed and they just feel like nothing is worth doing because of this situation. Now, this can lead to anorexia and bulimia and someone just losing all of their self worth. Now, what causes it? What causes it is the TV shows and the magazines that use these perfect images to sell their products, or it could be peer pressure. Now, peer pressure is more of a local basis, it's not a corporation or anything, but it works in very much the same way. Someone is saying, you don't look as attractive as this person, they set up this standard that's unbelievably high, and say, well, you're ugly because you're not as attractive as so and so, or on this movie or this show, and they rag on or they diss this person because of this standard that they've set up, or just because they don't like them. And it doesn't even have to be true. Someone can be attractive, but if somebody, like so many people, say that they're not attractive, they'll begin to believe it and start suffering from all these symptoms. It's a common occurrence for someone that's extremely skinny or doesn't have any kind of health problems or anything of that nature to suffer from this body image because they feel like that they're not as attractive as they are. Now, what can we do about this? Well, first of all, we can stop participating in the peer pressure side of it. So, as an individual, steer away from that kind of thing. I'm not asking that you go and you talk to this individual and tell them how pretty they are or how beautiful they are, but that's a possibility. You can do that. Or you can just avoid participating in it. Don't rag on somebody because everybody else is doing it. For one, that's just poor character. And for two, imagine if you're in their situation, because you very might possibly be at some point in time, and just think about how they must feel and how everybody ganging up on them and saying this thing must make them feel. Now, the second step that you can take is to go even a step further and to go into the corporation side of it. So that's joining a petition or getting a group together to go against this type of thing. And that's what you could do in that aspect. Now, imagine a world where no one feels self-conscious or no one feels like they're being judged by their fellow people because everybody has accepted that the standards that have been set are unbelievably high and that they're unrealistic. And that would be such a great world, don't you think? Don't you think you would love to be able to walk outside and not feel like anybody was judging you because of how you looked, only by your words and your mind and how you act, not a snap judgment because you look a certain way. Now, what am I trying to get you to do? What do I want you to do? I would love for everybody to begin to participate in these actions to help people, and whenever they see somebody that's being picked on, not only not to participate but to try and help them in some way. It's not something that I would want everybody to do, but it's definitely a possibility. And to sign these petitions and stuff that's going against this type of thing, this is a very real problem, and people are dying. People could die because they go through so much depression and they feel like their self-worth is so low that the world would be better off if they didn't exist. Now, this is very extreme, but it's a very real possibility, and I would like you to consider it. Thank you very much.